From the Intellifluence headquarters in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, this is the Intellifluence Influencer Spotlight. In each episode, we sit down with an influencer from our network and we discuss their background as well as their unique approach to influencer marketing. Arianne Chavasse is a fashion lover, travel addict, runway enthusiast, and influencer on Intellifluence. Arianne has a social media audience reach of over 50,000 in addition to her blog, SayCurls, which launched in 2016. Based in Romania, Arianne says she is on a creative journey exploring her senses of personal style with the goal of inspiring her audience. You can learn more at SayCurls.com. So can you tell us a little bit about your background as an influencer as well as what motivated you to create SayCurls?
Well, my background is more artsy because I studied architecture, so that's why I kind of wanted to be a painter at some point, but then I felt like architecture was more for me. Then at some point, I studied photography and I'm still doing it. So basically I kind of found this outlet in photography for a while. And in 2015, there was this movement with how curly hair is so different than straight hair. And they kind of, there was so much insight going on in the beauty community, like how many types of hair is one, for example, straight, two is a bit wavy, three is curly, and the coily one is four. And around that time, I was so much into discovering how my hair is, what type of texture it has, density, and all that stuff. And at first I was like, yeah, let me just do more about it because I feel like there's so little insight about it, and still I barely see products being made for curly hair. I have some sort of idea that to do products. It was at the beginning of my journey, I was telling everyone I'm going to do some sort of beauty products and it's probably going to be about curly hair because, I can test it and I can tell everyone, okay, this is great and this is not. So for me, it's just this one-on-one approach with my community and my audience. And this is how it started. And then later I tried to figure out how fashion is, and I'm still figuring out if there is a fashion for curly hair, if this makes sense. I felt like Marc Jacobs on the runway has a lot of curly hair girls for some reason, so I think there's something going on with fashion as far as texture goes. On Project Runway, depending on what type of vibes it was going for the collection, there has to be some sort of texture. Sometimes it's beachy, so I think hair has something to do with fashion. So I think I'm still keeping myself on the same path. I don't want to be outside of this niche that I started with. So yeah, I'm still growing with fashion and beauty, and of course travel comes, of course, because if you do fashion you have to travel for a lot of events and stuff. And yeah, I mean, SayCurls, because people ask me why SayCurls, because I feel like even in 10 years I'm going to have curly hair. So for me, it's just this very natural thing. It's just for people to know if they say SayCurls and they look at me, they know, okay, so it has to do with me and it's always have to be with me all the time because, this is how my hair is going to be like.
And you have a presence within your blog in addition to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So what is your favorite site to post on and why?
My social media that I use the most is probably Instagrams because it connects me very easily with all the people that I've met. I will approach for events, and it's so much easier to connect with people on Instagram. Even Twitter, I feel like it's very easy to connect. Facebook, I don't know why people use Facebook for a lot of reasons, but not really for social ones. It's so much easier. So if you want to know, I started LinkedIn last year, and I feel like I have almost 100 connections just because, I'm on LinkedIn. I usually don't ask nowadays, but people just want to connect on LinkedIn. It's like this, bubble that is building up. I don't know. It's so fast. Sometimes you cannot control it. And same that goes for Instagram. People just come in because they see something and they just want to see it, develop, I guess.
And you recently wrote a post called What Does Influencer Mean? Where you wrote, producing evergreen content, for me, is what blogging is all about. Now, coincidentally, we published a blog post yesterday about using influencers to produce evergreen content. And I get the feeling that a lot of people can sometimes think of influencers as those who post like timely content, but there's much more to it than that. Can you tell us about your strategies that go into creating content that lasts a long time?
Well, I feel like for the most, you have to have a voice. So for me, at first, I was not sure what my voice was, but I feel like writing about it, so what thoughts you have, writing it on paper or digitally helps you understand your motivation behind saying something to a topic. Nowadays, I'm more for, this type of talking, so more like with the voice than with writing. I don't know, it kind of shifted swiftly, but I still feel like writing is a very good way to create evergreen content, because once people see it and read about it, they start to feel something. While when you talk about it, they are like, not really focused all of the time. They're thinking about a lot of stuff. So writing is actually something where you have a stronger presence, and evergreen content usually is being published either digitally on, platforms or like press, or if you want to have a open media like I have, or later they can repost it or write small articles about it or snippets if they feel this is relevant. So of course the message is more ongoing, and it can be used for evergreen content for a lot of niches.
Absolutely. And can you tell us a little bit about influencer marketing in Romania, how popular it is?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of niches. If you want to know, I just approach someone. Like, I know this girl since more than a year now, and I feel like a lot of people are moving towards the USA, and our community is more linked to, I don't know, South Arabia, Turkey when it comes to media. So that's why our music sometimes sounds like so weird. I don't know why. But the you have to understand, media and especially music has to do a lot with the Balkan and the Turkey area. So of course there's a lot of beats that have to do with the Orient. Even if you want to let it out, they will just come into the press like so fast. Even bigger, like, I don't know if you know Ina, for example. She's very big also. She also tries to California and the West Coast usually to film her videos all of the time. So I feel like there's still a strong market for us to link with the USA, and for travels and all that. So I can see like a lot of development happening even while I'm working here and there. I still see people. So for example, in your fashion week, just because I really didn't know that, but there are couture fashion week presents also with Romanians, because I attended one at one of the Trump hotels. I'm not sure which one it was because there's so many, but it was a big venue. So she is doing Couture Week. So she's member of the Couture Week family. And so I think there's a lot of presence also for our community in Fashion Week as a designer. And I'm pretty sure there's more than that. I just saw snippets of it. Also funny things of this designer. She had a photographer, which is also from the same community as I am, which is funny. I never felt like I could meet so many people in 1 week. I mean, it was not even planned. I mean, we just met and then we realized, oh, okay, we're the same. Okay, that was cool. So yeah, that was funny because we never expected that. So just to show, the diversity of the niches that we can cover in all types of media, it's very diverse. I even think like Vogue has published another, I don't know, some sort of public figure. She's called Soare, so Sore, and she's very big with beauty, I guess, and she's supposed to tell people what she uses for makeup routines. So even in beauty, there's a lot of people that have some sort of approach to the US market. For example, I was approached to do a beauty line, so makeup line with the West Coast. I'm not sure which one it was. And so they're gonna do some sort of makeup with my intentional idea, I guess, behind, because I'm supposed to launch some my palettes just like in 1 month. At the end of August, I'm gonna launch it. So I'm very excited. I mean, because there are so many opportunities that means you have a voice and you can reach a bigger audience, and that's all it matters. Because if you have a voice, then it means you have some sort of message that can be, be message to a lot of people. And again, I feel, because you're coming back to SayCurls, I feel like curly hair describes a lot of cultures and a lot of backgrounds, so it's not related just to me. And that's why I remained, the same. I don't think I want to lose the domain for that reason, because I feel like SayCurls and curly hair has to do with all genders and all ages and so on. So it means it's a bigger message than just me.
And as it's now July, we're a little bit halfway over through 2019. Do you have any goals for SayCurls or social media in general for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I mean, just I mentioned, like at the end of summer, they're gonna launch this makeup palette. And at first, of course, I asked, can we do makeup? No, not really makeup. So for curly hair, can we do some products? And they said, well, we can, but in like half a year maybe. So probably next year we're gonna have SayCurls beauty products, like for curly hair. Who knows? I'm very excited because, like you, I wanted just, because the beauty community started to understand so much about makeup, how, especially in the US, how the FDA is approaching the launch, how the ingredients are made and all that stuff, including for hair and all that stuff, because I know like with Bumble and Bumble, how they do their products, how it's different. So if you want to launch like a good product, even if you're not working so close with industry, you have to know specific things that you want to have in your line when launching it as an ingredient. If you want it to have vegan or non-vegan, if you want to have, alcohol, those dangerous LSDs that are not so healthy for the hair. So you want to have those less and see if the market can come up with a good product and it's sustainable.
Want to join Intellifluence as an influencer for free? It's easy. Visit Intellifluence.com, click on the influencers link, and then click on the Join for Free button to sign up. Once you have registered, you will get immediate access to our influencer marketplace where you can browse relevant offers from brands and apply on the spot. You'll also be eligible to receive attractive product and service pitches from brands. There's absolutely no cost to join as an influencer, so we hope you take advantage of our service. Also, be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and well, you know the drill. Until our next episode, keep being awesome.